On Revs today, gonna go look at where a fire was. Yeah, that's right, where it was. It's not currently burning. It's not currently burning, so gonna go check out the kind of burn area where it was. Nothing crazy, just decided to go take a look at it. I was out there with Senso86, a friend of mine. I was out there with him on Saturday when the fire started. We actually met just to go out to lunch, and whenever I was heading to meet him, I saw the smoke in the air, and apparently it had only been going for about an hour at that point. So we went to lunch, and then we decided to go check it out. So I've got some video of that that's going to be spliced into this. Thankfully, it didn't take off and like burn more. The firefighters who responded did a fantastic job containing it. I haven't checked. I believe it's 100% out now. I'm sure it's 100% out now. And I believe no structures were lost. Nobody lost their homes or anything, which is good. Strangely enough, I was actually asked to be on the news, but didn't want to be on the news, because every single time I think about being on the news, all I can think about is that old Jeff Foxworthy, you might be a redneck thing, like you might be a redneck if you've ever been on the news describing what the tornado sounded like. That's all I could think about whenever they asked me to be on the news. So it's like, no, I'll pass. Thank you very much. We'll pass on that one. Anyway, like I said, we were out, got some helicopters flying over, and some helicopters rather. We got the helicopter that was a water tanker. Got that flying over. It was flying, the route it was taking to get water was actually from this reservoir up here, and it was flying directly over where we were at. Eventually we ended up being evacuated, and the ranger came by and was like, all right, you guys need to leave. So we did, and that was actually right after it had kind of like picked up and looked like it was going to grow. But like I said, they got it taken care of, and I believe no structures were lost, which is good, because I lived down in Colorado Springs for the Waldo Canyon fire. At the time I had an apartment that overlooked like towards Pikes Peak. It was up on top of a hill. I was on the 3rd floor on top of a hill facing west, looking towards Pikes Peak. Pikes Peak was a little bit south of where I was at, but basically the Waldo Canyon fire came over the ridge and came down into the western part of the city, and I sat there on my balcony, and I was watching people's houses burn, basically. Anyway, I always get a little bit worried whenever I see a fire near the city now. Went out to watch it and see what it was going to do, and it's just right down this road is where it's at. It's actually in the area that just a couple of weeks back I was talking about how it was really dry. Knowing how dry it was, I was worried the fire was going to completely take off. Fortunately it didn't, but it has been a lot drier around here this particular summer than other summers. Currently it's nice and cool. Weather's not too bad right now at all, which is really nice. It's a nice change, because it's been pretty hot, which is why I was just squidding the other day. Squidtastic voyage. I think it did rain yesterday. It rained last night, but you can see how dry all of this is. Still looks mildly hazy. It's really weird. It's lightly raining right now, but the sun is shining directly on me. Gonna do a tiny little bit of toothless off-roading here. This ain't no adventure bike. Yeah, toothless does not like dirt and stuff that much. So anyway, this is where it was. You can see through the haze there. If you look at like directly in front of me, that hill, that mountain hill, whatever it is darker than everything else, and that's actually where the fire was kind of in the valley there of those two hills. I don't know if it was over on the other side or not. I'll pull up a time lapse now so you can see kind of what it was doing. Now, I do apologize. The time lapse was actually leaning. My phone was leaning up against one of these fence posts, so it's at an angle. Definitely not. Oh, the prairie dog. Prairie dog. Oh, cute little prairie dog. Anyway, definitely not the highest quality time lapse, but you can see, and like I said, I'll put it up now. You can see like kind of the motion of the fire and how it's moving. It came around over here on this base and just like took off, lit that up. Huge flames we were able to see. And then that's actually when we got when we were told to leave. Anyway, that's where it was. See, there's houses. There's actually a housing development. There's houses right here. So in the chances of it getting into those houses, and as you can see how dry this field is and everything around, I don't know how they contained it, but they did. We were thinking once it hit these plains, and at the time the wind was actually blowing north too, so we're facing south right now. The wind was blowing north, so we were thinking that once it hit the grass and everything, it was just gonna, but it didn't. They managed to contain it. Firefighters of Larimer County, thank you. If you watch this, I'm going to stop annoying the prairie dogs now. They're getting mad. I can hear them like barking. I'm leaving. Anyway, yeah, so that was the excitement over the weekend. So yeah, I mean, you see how dead this grass is and stuff here. So whenever, it's right there on this side even of the hill and stuff, it just, I don't know how they contained it. I don't know how wind didn't blow a spark or something and just ignite all of this. Thankfully it didn't. They were able to contain it. No real harm done. Excitement for the weekend was going and watching a fire. I know, right? I thought for a second there I was going to get hit by a bird again. More suburban exploration, I guess. I kind of know where I'm at, interwebs. I kind of know. I wanted to try to go for a ride up in the canyon today, but weather's not going to permit that. What's up, kids? I had to do the rev thing for the kids. Do it for the kids. Yeah, it's cool, dude. Just going through. Why not? Lights changing red. No reason to stop for that. Don't worry, interwebs, I'm not going to Walmart. No shopping experiences today. I need to go check that place out. Supposedly they have very good and very affordable produce. Haven't been there myself, but supposedly they have good and cheap produce. Oh, I guess I should say what they believe started the fire was actually a lawnmower malfunction. That's what I heard. Those are some weird looking llamas, aren't they? Llamas, alpacas, over there. Well, that's an actual... I thought that was a statue, but it was an actual buck, I think. I want to go see that again. Is that a real buck, or is that a statue? That's got to be a statue. Yeah, it's a statue. How did that fool me? Yeah, it's a statue. That actually fooled me. I thought it was a statue, and then for some reason, I thought I saw its head move. So I was like, no way. Because I thought I saw its head move. I'm like, oh, it's a real buck. I've never seen one with antlers so shiny. But it's because it's not real. They lied to me. So they did some awesome patchwork here. Ugh, as you can see. I feel like kind of weak interwebs, so I'm not getting into these corners and stuff like I would actually like to. I came out here because I was like, yeah, I'll hit some corners here because I can't get up in the mountains. Yeah, just not feeling it. Not feeling it. I'm just not with it enough to pay attention like I should, like I need to. I'm not as aware as I feel like I should be. So my first foray out on the tiny bike, right here's where I turned around. This is the road I was riding on. So that was actually the last time I went down this road. And if you can see way in the distance up there, that hill, that's what I was struggling to get up. Not gonna have that problem today though. Geeses! I love those trees. I love the leaves on those trees. Those, so pretty. I guess I'm gonna leave this at that. Interwebs, thank you very much for watching and joining me on this ride to go look at Fire Scar, I guess. So I'm not gonna bore you with the details. Y'all know how YouTube works. Like it if you like it. Subscribe if you want to. Thank you very much for watching. And until next time, bye. Oh, they finally patched that. Not well, but better than it was.